This is verse 3 of the 8th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. Jesus has just been approached by one with leprosy who has, by the preceding verse, come right into his space, really rather violating the rules of the day regarding distance that was supposed to be maintained by lepers, but somehow having an intuition that he could disregard that rule, and indeed Jesus himself seems to disregard the technical rules in his response. So we have kai, the connective, and ektenos. This is an aorist participle. It means to stretch out, to put forth. That's the idea. It's an aorist active participle in the masculine singular nominative referring to Jesus. So the idea is immediately he stretches forth. Tein kaira is the word for hand. We get the word chiropractor, of course, from that. So he stretches forth the hand. And then ipsato from haptomai. This is a word that means to touch. It's a peculiar kind of word. It means to touch in a way that really rather owns something, not just simply touching it in a kind of fleeting way, but touching with a fair amount of deliberation. And so the idea is here he touches him, takes the genitive here, so stretching forth the hand, he touches him, saying, present participle, fellow, I am willing. The leper had said, if you are willing, you can do this, and Jesus affirms he is willing. And then katharisetai. This is a command. It's in the imperative, third person singular, aorist passive imperative. Be cleansed. Katharizo is the underlying verb here. So he gives the command, kai, the connective, eutheos, immediately. No time is contemplated here. It takes place immediately. And then ekathariste. This is the same word, katharizo. This is the third person singular aorist passive indicative. He was cleansed. So in the first instance, it's a command here, and now it's an indicative indicating the immediate result. It was cleansed of him, up front for emphasis, he lepra, the leprosy. So Jesus breaks the rule concerning touching a leper, not concerned about the technical rule that he himself would become unclean, but quite the opposite. He stretches out his hand, not becoming unclean, but instead extending the ceremonial status of cleanliness to the other man by immediately healing, cleansing his leprosy, the first of several miracle stories that Matthew is going to report to us in this part of his book.